Shalom, shalom. So today we're going to talk about how many creation stories were there in Genesis, and we're going to use my whiteboard. But first, look what my children did to this. So let's clean it. Okay, so let's go. Let's look at Genesis 1 first. Okay, there's a lot to unpack here, so we're going to go pretty quickly, but if you want to talk about more of these things in detail, let me know. So Genesis 1 has a 7-day creation story, and that starts with light. It's interesting to note that the word used for light in this verse can also mean order, so separating the light from the darkness can also be creating order out of chaos. Day 2, we have the creation of the sky or the firmament, if you're a flat earther. Day 3, the dry ground, plants, and trees. Day 4, the sun, the moon, and the stars. I find it interesting that we use the sun, the moon, and the stars as like a timepiece, but not created until day 4. Day 5, surf and turf. Day 6, land animals and mankind, male and female. Day 7, rest. So Genesis 2 starts with saying that there weren't any shrubs or trees or anything yet, but God creates man, just man, not male and female, just man. Then he creates a garden for man to live in with trees, which, okay, we have over here ground and trees. Then he creates land animals and birds at the same time. Over here we have a whole day between land animals and birds. And then he creates a woman. Not at the same time down here, like in the Genesis 1 account. Over here, mankind is already created first, and then woman is created from him. I think it's important to note that in Genesis 1 and the Genesis 2 account, the word used to say that mankind was created is a different word used in Genesis 1 to Genesis 2. It is not consistently the same word. Also, Genesis 1, back there, man and woman were made together at the same time in the same way. Genesis 2, we already have man made, and woman is made from man, not from the same stuff that man is created from, not from dust and dirt and the ground. She's made literally from flesh. Now, I grew up in mainstream Christianity, and I've heard every mental gymnastic, apologetic way of trying to make these two accounts into the same account, and it just doesn't work. Now, I personally follow a God of order and detail who gives us the plans. If we wanted to now, we could rebuild the tabernacle. We could build an Ark of the Covenant, because he is so detailed and he is so consistent. And this is not the same story.